Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A, and as you see a new video, you know that means it's time for something going on in the cosmos. This time around we are doing a new moon, but before I get started, just so you guys know, energy has been hella crazy because it's hella shit going on in the universe right now. We've got this new moon in Cancer. We're actually still in Cancer solar season. Very loose grand water trine going on right now. There's a grand earth trine going on right now. Got hella planets still in retrograde. Jupiter did just go direct, but with that being said, we did just go into a Mars and a Neptune. I believe Neptune. Yeah, Neptune retrograde. And we have a Mercury, another Mercury retrograde coming up. Yeah, so everything is crazy. Everything is wild right now. I have videos on all of those things. I have some things linked down in the description box, but everything is on my channel. For sure, I would definitely say check out those retrograde videos because those are if anything is ailing you right now, it's probably some retrograde energy in all honesty. So check out whatever I got linked down below in the description box. It will give you some good info if you want it, if you need it. All right, so that's the beginning of the video plug. I'm gonna get straight to it. We've got a new moon in Cancer. Go Cancer, go Cancer. That's my sign. That's my sun and my moon sign. So this time has been just kind of crazy for me, and I'm sure for anybody else who has those placements or who has a lot of Cancer in their charts, or you know, who's got a lot of water in their charts also, because the moon is a water planet. But anyways, let's get to it. So for those of you guys that have never seen one of my videos, what is a new moon? That is the time when the sun, the moon, and the earth are all aligned, and the side of the moon that is facing us is not illuminated. So it looks as if there is no moon in the sky. This time around also we are having what's considered a supermoon, and all that is the moon's placement to the earth. So that this gosh, I can't talk in relation to the earth, like how close is the moon. This is a supermoon, which means the moon is really close. And all that means is that the energy of this moon is going to be a little, let me not say a little, is going to be intensified. So you guys may really feel this Cancer new moon. One off bat, just because, as I said, the moon is a water planet and its home sign is Cancer, so the moon is at home right now. So you guys will probably be feeling these energies a little bit heavier than you may with all of the other moon or lunar cycles or full moons or new moons, unless you know they're in your particular placements. So just keep that in mind. The moon is at home right now, so the moon is cutting up. The moon is in Cancer. Cancer also likes to cut up. If y'all ain't got no Cancer friends, hello. My name is Aja, and I like to do wild shit. Yeah, that's Cancer for you. But on the lowest of keys, if that makes sense. But anyway, so new moons, they do symbolize new beginnings, the start of new cycles, new phases, new things coming in. The new moon is also, in the research that I've done and the things that I've been seeing and picking up on, the full moon kind of is the time where emotions are just on 10. People are like crying and, you know, just super all over the place. But with the new moon, I've come to find that this energy is a little bit more tense, and this energy brings a little bit more, anxiety, if that makes any sense. And that has to do with the mysterious vibes that come with the new moon. Like, there's no light, so there's nothing for us to see, nothing is being illuminated. We have questions, things are new, we have no idea what's going on. New beginnings, new things starting. Did I talk about the emotions? I did talk about emotions. Did y'all know I got my notes in every single video, so just bear with me as I stare down at my notebook, because I've got a lot of videos to record today, and I wanted to make sure I got this Cancer video up, because at the beginning of the year for the Cancer full moon, and as I said, when the planets are in your placements, when they come back to where they're placed at in your natal chart, it tends to kind of rock your energy a little bit. And the full moon for me at the beginning of the year, and like I said, I am a sun and moon in Cancer. Also, my Venus is in Cancer too, if y'all want any As a little tidbit, get to know me through my astrologies. You know, that placement when the moon was back in its sign in Cancer at the beginning of the year in the full moon, I was all over the place. It, like, things were going on. Everything was like, I was realizing things. I was learning new things. I was gaining some clarity in certain situations and certain aspects of my life. But with that being said, it was very overwhelming and I couldn't put up the full moon in Cancer video. So I wanted to make sure that I got this up because I cannot leave my sign hanging. Like, what? And no. And then I like to let you guys know what's going on in the cosmos. Like, why is everybody tripping? Why is everybody crying? Why is everybody mad? So it's the new moon in Cancer, emotions. As I said, typically the full moon is the time where everybody's like, my emotions. But because this is a moon in Cancer, the emotional sign, sensitive as Cancer, and I can say that because I'm a Cancer. I don't want nobody in my comments talking about, oh my God, you said Cancers are sensitive and we're strong. I had somebody comment about a Capricorn video that I did talking about emotions, and I was like, if you don't get all the way the expletive out of here, I'm a rising Capricorn. I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so yeah, so this new moon in Cancer, July 12th, and what time was that? 10:48 Eastern. So East Coast, 10:48 a.m. I believe. I'm sorry, this is actually the first time I'm actually not sure what the time was because I didn't write it in my notes, but just know that it was 10:48. I'm assuming that would be AM because it would be in 24. Okay, so I'm gonna say AM. If I'm wrong, feel free to go on and educate everybody in the comments and say, no, she's tripping. This is actually what time it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 10:48 AM. As I said, at home in Cancer, this is a super moon. So on top of the moon being at home, you also have that super moon energy. So this new lunar cycle energy is actually going to be very amplified. Like, we are really going to be feeling the effects and the healing and the movement that comes along with this lunar cycle, okay? So for those of y'all that, I hate when I do the ghetto girl lip smack, my bad. I hate when people do that, I'm sorry, and I hate when I do that myself too, so my fault. Yeah, if y'all don't know any Cancers, for those of y'all that have been watching my videos and don't really be listening to what I be saying, I am a Cancer, hello. This is how we are for the most part. Cancers are very in tune with their emotions. We're water signs. Very typically spiritual people. We tend to pick up a lot more on, you know, higher vibes, if that makes sense. Also, Cancers are considered empaths. So we tend to pick up on people's feelings, and we can feel what you feel on a higher level with all this water in us. On top of that, Cancers are also, you know, we're crabs. We can be a little moody. We can get a little pinchy. We are very protective of our space and of the things that we consider important to us or that we're emotionally invested in. Also, Cancer is considered the mother of the zodiac. So Cancer people tend to have a very nurturing energy, a very loving energy. A lot of times it can come off as a little bit of smothering. I am guilty of this. All of the people that I know that are Cancers and don't have some wild like air placement in their personal planets are all very loving people, very nurturing at times, and we can be clingy too. That's that water in us. But yeah, okay, so Cancer traits. Holla at me if you want to know more about Cancers. We can just have a conversation and you can pick it up from there. But anyway, so yeah, so Cancer new moon means we just came off of the Capricorn full moon, and I have a video up. If you guys want the link, it's probably down in the description box. I record these videos before I type up my description, so it should be down there. If it ain't, it's on my channel. I'm pretty sure I'll put it in the description box though. So being in the Cancer new lunar season means that we just started wrapping up the Gemini lunar season with a full moon in Capricorn. And the Capricorn full moon was coming about to show us like, hey, how are you building upon the foundations that you're trying to set in your life? How are you doing? What's wrong with the way that you're coming to these points? And then also the Capricorn full moon was also showing us, hey, you know, we've been putting a lot of energy into manifestation and planning during this year and intention. Now it's time to look at, okay, you know everything that you need to do to get to where you need to be, but you got an idea, but where do you really need to be? What do you really want to be doing? What is the end goal? And that was the energy coming up with us for the Capricorn full moon. So a lot of people may have been really getting their hands dirty, so to speak, in things that they're really like emotionally invested in coming up on Cancer. Very emotionally invested in I vended my first event with my jewelry this past week, last Saturday, on the 7th. That's some Capricorn full moon shit, showing you, hey, what's the end goal? What do you really want to be doing? Getting us tapped into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Cancer solar eclipse coming up too. That also is a little bit of the energy that is being devoted to this time as well, giving us a glimpse of the things that are going to be coming within the next couple of years. But I'll get to that in a second. Anyways, coming off of the Capricorn, it's the middle of the summertime, and you know the fridge, when the ice be... Actually, we don't have an ice maker in the fridge, so what is that? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, what's the end goal? That was what the Capricorn full moon was coming in to show us. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Where are you trying to be? How are you gonna get there? You know now, but now, do you know exactly what it is that you want? Coming off of that Capricorn full moon energy, we're coming into the Cancer new moon, and as I said, with the new moon, that's new beginnings, new journeys, and Cancer is all about nurturing, it's all about loving, all about creation and sensitivity and spirituality. So what we're going to be looking at with this new lunar cycle in Cancer is new ways to... We've been doing healing all year, or if y'all been watching my videos, y'all should have been actively trying to heal yourselves. Now, if you ain't, all I'm gonna say is that Saturn is in Capricorn. Anybody who knows me knows that's what I say when I'm tired of dealing with y'all. Saturn is in Capricorn. So yeah, we've been doing healing all year in different lights, different ways. This Cancer new moon is actually the healing moon. This is the nurturing yourself. Cancer is a homebody. So when we bring that characteristic into this on a wider scale, we're looking at new ways, new ideas, new journeys when it comes to healing ourselves, nurturing ourselves, self-love, self-acceptance. We just came out of the Gemini lunar cycle, all about, you know, expressing our true selves, living your best life, being who you want to be and who you truly are. With the Cancer new moon coming up right after that is saying, okay, now you know what you got to present to the world. Now you know how you got to come out the gate. Let's prepare so that when you are ready to do that, you have yourself backed up, like you have your own back, if that makes sense. Really, because it's Cancer and we're talking about the mother of the zodiac, we're also looking at familial energy. This particular moon is definitely going to be a time where, if you believe in, you know, generational karmic things being attached to your bloodline, being attached to your spirit, this Cancer new moon is definitely a time where it's going to, we may see some things start to pick up, you may see some things shift in your family, and that's because there's some healing going on a higher spiritual level. So, and then if you don't know what I'm talking about, just in a little more general, in a more general way, this may be a time to heal your familial relationships. This may be a time to, you know, if you have issues with your parents, you may find yourself, you know, either possibly getting into some arguments or getting into some things with them, but in the end, on the bright side, these things that'll be going on during the new moon is because it's all about healing. It's all about, you know, setting things up for how they're supposed to be. As I said, Saturn is in Capricorn. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. Now we're in the mother, in the mother energy, the lunar Cancer mother of the zodiac energy. And so now it's this time where it's like, okay, we're looking at the energy of our families, what needs to be healed there, what needs to be nurtured there, what needs to be, you know, built upon there. Also, like I said, looking at ourselves, you know, what What needs to be fixed within me? How can I be happy? How can I get myself into a place where I feel comfortable? What needs to be healed? And that is Cancer new moon energy. And Cancer is also a cardinal sign. Cancer is the first sign of the summer, the first full sign of the summer. Actually, were we still in Gemini? This year, did Cancer fall on the day of the first day of summer? You know, these dates be running together. I'm sorry, y'all. Cancer is a cardinal sign. It is the first sign of the summer. Sorry. Cardinal signs are initiators, as y'all probably picked up on that as I was saying the first sign. Cardinal signs are all about bringing in new ideas, bringing in new ways to do things, setting everybody else up or everything up to be built upon. Not necessarily the builders, the action people, but we are the ones that bring in oh, here's a new idea, this is a new way to do this, this is how this should be done, this is where we're gonna start. So as I was saying a little bit earlier with that Capricorn full moon energy, we've been building throughout the year. We've been taking steps throughout the year to say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I want to happen. In another sense, I was talking about, you know, new journeys and emotional healing. Being cardinal is a very important aspect for this moon because it is the start. And we're talking about family energy, we're talking about spiritual energy, we're talking about, you know, connected to the self and our inner healing and our homes. And when I'm speaking of home in regards to Cancer in this video, I'm talking about ourselves. Although we've got the lunar Leo cycle next month, and that's a little bit more associated with the self. This is where it kind of starts, is okay, what do I need? Where do I need to fix myself? And again, this is an 11 year. So this is everything has to do with spirituality and enlightenment and creativity and healing. So this Cancer new moon is going to help bring us more into that 11-year energy and show us, although we're not having a full moon and things aren't going to be illuminated, we will be shown new ways to do things and new ways to start healing ourselves, okay? I talked about family. I talked about, you know, healing and loved ones. Negatives. So sorry. A little bit of a negative with Cancer, like I said earlier, is that we are moody. We have mood swings, and so that's a Cancer trait. We're also coming with being moody. There's also, we go back and forth in between being very introverted and wanting to be out in the world and dealing with people. Did I just wipe all my lipstick off? And wanting to be out in the world and dealing and interacting with people. So during this lunar cycle, and for some people, depending on what your chart's looking like, this energy is really heavy actually around the new moon in the shadow, and for some people this energy carries out throughout the entire lunar cycle. Because I am pretty much ruled by the moon, I be feeling it all the time, but for some people it's only like you'd be like, okay, I got that out the way 2 days after the new moon, cool. I wish, you know, teach me y'all's ways. But I did the ghetto girl lip smack again. Like, what am I, why? Sorry, y'all. Dealing with Cancer lunar energy under the moon, because as I talked about that anxiety earlier and the mystery around these new cycles and new phases and new beginnings, people may be actually just moody. They may be on some, like, I want to deal with you 1 second, I don't want to deal with you the next. I'm crying 1 minute and I'm happy the next, or now I'm mad at you the next. And that's just some Cancer stuff. You guys may, I'm not gonna say may, y'all will be dealing with people's moods. Y'all, like, sorry y'all, we're just really moody, and now you get to deal with our energies. Okay, so talking about energies, we're gonna move into the numerologies. This new moon fell in the degree of 20, so we're dealing with, that breaks down to 2, dealing with 2 energy, which, as I was saying earlier, we're in an 11 year, which we keep it at 11 because that's a master number, but technically that is a 2 energy. So we've got the Cancer new moon in 20 degrees, which breaks down to 2 during a year that is an 11 universal year, which breaks down to 2. So the energy that we're really supposed to be picking up on this year is going to be amplified during this lunar season. The number 2 is all about harmony. It's all about peace. It's all about cooperation. It's all about growth and building together and coming together and, you know, positive energy and peaceful vibes and stuff like that. So dealing with the healing of our inner selves, being in 20 degrees, and 0, anytime 0 is with the number, it just amplifies that energy. So dealing with this moon in 20 degrees on top of the 11-2 energy of the year, the end goal, coming off of Capricorn full moon, the end goal for us is to really find and harness peace within, is really to heal within. You know, they say this about people in relationships or people who are just like to help people. That's another Cancer trait too. You may feel very inclined to just be of service to the collective or to the community during this time. But say this about people who are like in relationships or who try to change people, who try to help other people. You cannot help anybody else. You really can't give nobody your 2 cents on any kind of situation until you have healed yourself in regards to that particular thing or whatever that is. Can't help others if you can't help yourself, if you're not willing to help yourself, if you're not willing to heal yourself. So this, you know, Cancer lunar cycle starting in 20 degrees is, you know, gonna be again showing us the work that we need to do in order to heal ourselves and in order to come to a place of peace where we have peace of mind, in order to do the things that we've been building on upon this year, in order to reach that end goal that we found out with the full moon in Capricorn. Okay, this new moon falls on the 12th day, which we've got more 2 energy, again, harmony, cooperation, peace, next to 1, which is the number of manifestation. It's the number of new beginnings. It's the do y'all know what I'm thinking about? Money. That was money on my mind. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind, okay? So the 1 and 2 energy together is manifesting, and the new moon is good for manifestation, manifesting new beginnings in regards to our personal healing, in regards to healing ourselves with this Cancer lunar energy. So you've got the, okay, we're going to figure out what it is that needs to be healed, what needs to be changed, and along with that energy, you've got that 1 hanging in there like, hey, okay, you know what's good, use me, because I can help you bring this into play. So 1, manifestation, new beginnings energy on top of this being a new moon in 20 degrees, okay? That number 12 also breaks down to the number 3. So we've got the 1, 2, and 3 energy all heavy here. So manifestation, bringing things together, building upon things. And then you've got 3, which is the number of creativity and collaboration, okay? So, and communication, it's very positive energy. So, that was random, sorry. Like, I didn't swallow, like, did I breathe wrong? I don't know what. These all juices are good. Y'all can sponsor me too if you want to. Natasha would be so proud. I'm drinking green juice on my own without her making it and putting a glass in my hand and going, this is good. And then I'm drinking earth. No, the juices actually do be good, but like anybody who didn't just come out the womb drinking natural juice, you do have to get used to that natural leaf, spinach, kale. You gotta get used to that. Like, let's just be real. But it's good now. I have the taste for it now. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 energy, all about creation, creativity, bringing things together. So this Cancer lunar cycle going to be showing us where we need to heal, how we can get to inner peace, but then also how we can use the things that we're learning and bring them to the collective, bring them to others, help others heal themselves as well, okay? And then also this moon is falling in July in the 7th month, and the number 7 is the divine number. This comes up as confirmation of the things that we're supposed to be doing, and also more confirmation because the number 7 is actually associated with Cancer. So this is kind of just like, okay, I be telling y'all about the numerologies and the astrologies and the moons and what you got to do with these moons. And if you ain't been listening to me any other time in the year, this new moon, this new super moon in Cancer with a Cancer solar eclipse on July 12th in the 7th month is confirmation that, hey, this energy is something that you need to be working with. Pay attention to what I'm saying, because there are things that need to be healed. There are things that need to be fixed in order for you to move along on your own path, to live your own life and live your best life, as we were talking about with the Gemini lunar cycle, okay? 7 is also the number of enlightenment. It's the number of focus. And I don't ever say this in my videos, but I did want to tell y'all that that the new moon in Cancer fell on a 22 day. And for those of you guys that are familiar with numerology, and if you're not, like, I'm thinking about putting out a series about numerology, or at least master numbers. If you're not familiar, 22 is the master builder. So you've got the 22 energy building upon creating our inner peace, bringing ourselves joy, and, really manifesting this. So this is the energy that we choose and actually end up working with in our lives, okay? All right. I want to briefly talk to you guys about the solar eclipse. This one was funny for me because I thought I was prepared, and I started reading and I'm like, solar eclipse, like there's an eclipse at the end of in Leo, in Aquarius, and next month in Leo. But what is this solar eclipse? Like, why am I reading about solar eclipses in Cancer? And I was confused because I do so much every video I do so much research, and I have been actively researching the Leo Aquarius eclipse axis, which is what we are in, which is what we're wrapping up this year. This Cancer eclipse being the only one this year, coming just in randomly, like, hey, boop, I'm here. Just a reminder that I'm going to be here next year, guys. The Cancer solar eclipse is almost like a little future portal, like a little glimpse into what kind of energy or what you're going to be doing for the next couple of years. The Cancer Capricorn eclipse axis really comes into play 2019 and 2020. So having this Cancer solar eclipse, and when we're looking at solar eclipses, that we're looking at what's going to be phasing in for us as opposed to what's going to be phasing out with the lunar eclipses. So having this solar eclipse in Cancer and the sign of, nurturing and healing and spirituality and love and emotions and stuff is kind of saying, like, hey, whatever was going on around within this, I like to give the eclipse shadow like a week, within this like couple weeks, excuse me, pay attention, because these might be themes that are going to be very prominent for you in 2019 and 2020. These might be the types of people that you're going to be working with. This might be the type of energy that you're going to be dealing with. Y'all, when I tell you, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm a filmmaker, producer, director. I do everything. I'm also a journalist. Plug. Freelance. Anybody needs anything written, holla at me. So I'm currently in production for a short film that I'm working on with a cast and a crew, as you're supposed to. And this whole week I've been feeling like I'm in the twilight zone, and I ended up talking to my old roommate and my good friends the other day, and I'm just like, I feel like this was happening because this is the type of shit I'm finna be doing for the next couple years. Like, what kind of weird nonsense am I finna be on? But like, it's good energy because I'm doing what I like to do. But I was like, oh, life is finna get wild. Like, life is finna get real crazy. So having this solar eclipse also in Cancer, this water energy is crazy because there's also a grand water trine going on, because you have Jupiter and Scorpio and Neptune and Pisces. And Jupiter just went direct. Neptune just went retrograde, though. Well, not just last month, went retrograde last month. So, sorry, notes. I didn't even have to look at the notes. I actually hit everything on the paper. That's pretty much it for the eclipses. Just eclipses have to do with change and transformation. They are like, gosh. Sorry, y'all. The ice in there. The moon, has to do with cycles. And, where we're at in life, what we're doing, releasing and manifestation. Eclipses are, I like to look at them as like the moon on steroids. You guys know that's how my dad talked to me about drugs. That's how he well, I don't consider weed a drug, but that's how he talked to me about. And weed is legal where I live and where I've lived. So I was gonna say about illegal substances, but so my dad told me about shrooms. He goes, well, shrooms is like weed times 10. So I like this random, but I like to think of the eclipses like the moon times 10, the moon on steroids. It is about phases, it is about cycles, but more so with eclipses we are looking at change and transformation. And because we have solar and lunar, solar, as I said, all about what's coming in, what's phasing in, and lunar is all about what's leaving, what's phasing out. So we're still dealing with the Leo Aquarius eclipse axis, and I will have snippets in the next couple of videos that I put up with the moon cycles, because that's when they'll be happening. But phasing in, coming up for you for 2019 and 2020, this week should have been a little bit of a glimpse into, you know, what's going on. And then we just had, you know, the 8-8, what's it called, the Stargate. Look, y'all, I've been learning. Okay, we just had the 8-8 Stargate. 8 is the number of abundance in building 2, and then we've got, what's it called? I was reading about this, the new year, the new astral, something of the sort. I'll put up some videos later about that stuff, y'all, because this video is getting a little bit long. And as y'all know, I say this every video, I'll be like, I don't like to talk y'all's ears off, but I got Mercury and Leo, so I could just be lying my ass off and really probably do like to talk y'all's heads off. But I hope that what I be saying resonates with y'all, and that it brings you information that is useful and that you can use to apply into your day-to-day. So yeah, the solar eclipse in Cancer kind of showing us what's going to be going down for the next couple of years, also in regards to ourselves and how to nurture the things that we consider our babies, the things that are really important to us. So just whatever's been going on this week, just know that it's been attached to the new moon in Cancer and the solar eclipse in Cancer, and this is a partial solar eclipse, so just a little glimpse, just a little baby glimpse. Okay, so yeah, let's wrap this up, because my time code says 32 minutes. Oop. I don't like to get past 30 minutes, y'all, so let me wrap this up. The new moon in Cancer, all about healing, all about nurturing, all about, you know, coming to and healing either familiar relationships, some karmic situations, new beginnings regarding, you know, how we can bring peace to ourselves, how we can become happy within our own lives, doing what it is that we need to be doing, that we want to do. Going to be tapping into, you know, probably a little bit more spiritual energy with this water Cancer energy underneath this grand water trine, because there's also a grand earth trine going on as well. We'll have the energy to build upon the things that we're trying to heal and actually get them done, okay? I've been trying to tell everybody, trying to remind myself and everybody else, this new moon and eclipse is going to affect people with Cancer heavy charts, especially if you've got Cancer in your personal planets. I break my natal chart down like this. Personal planets are Sun, Moon, your ascendant, Mars, Mercury, Venus. I consider Sun, Moon, and Rising your identity planets. So if you've got your ID planets in Cancer, expect to be affected. And when you have a moon in your signs, I say it's either going to be very positive or very negative, but in the long run, everything is divine timing. Just keep that in mind, okay? For sure, if you've got Cancer in your personal planets, or any of your planets, but for sure, your ID planets in 20 degrees or within a few degrees of 20, expect to be affected. Especially if you've got your moon in Cancer, so hi guys. But my moon is in 3 degrees, so I was like, oh, I made it. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's July 12th, so it's gonna hit me in some kind of way. And then with the eclipse, the eclipse energy is more so going to affect people with a lot of cardinal energy in your chart. So if you've got Cancer, Capricorn, what's the other one? Libra? Is it Libra? I'm sorry guys, I do this all the time. I know my signs. I do know that Cancer is cardinal. So if you've got cardinal signs in your chart, for sure you're going to be affected with this eclipse energy. You're going to really be able to pinpoint or see some things that may be popping up for you in 2019 and 2020, okay? As I said earlier, anxiety is probably going to be on 10. People might be a little snappy, but this time may be a little more reminiscent of full moon because it's in Cancer, so people will be coming out the woodworks with their emotions for the most part, most likely. But I would say with it being a new moon, as opposed to being so sappy, we just may be dealing with a lot of moodiness, if that makes sense. If you do new moon intentions, definitely try to write some intentions regarding your familiar relationships, regarding your personal healing, healing your inner child, healing your inner self, new habits in regards to nurturing the things that need to be built upon. So we can grab from the Capricorn energy of the year with Saturn and of the full moon and say, okay, this is what needs to be built upon with your intentions. This is a good time to place intentions on how to nurture those things that you're trying to build upon, okay? Also, emotional balance or getting a grip on your emotions. This is a good time to put intentions into place for that. And I know that sounds bad, but I do suggest that for anybody with a lot of water in their charts. I know I'm gonna do my intentions today. There's just a random person standing outside my window. This is so awkward. Hi. Oh no, you got on a Raiders hat. Bye. Oh no. Oh no. Listen, new moons, eclipses, life is just wild. That was so weird. That was weird. Anyways. That was fucking weird. Anyways, let's wrap up this video. Let's wrap it up. Yeah, new moon intentions. I put out blogs. I will most likely have a blog up tonight or tomorrow with how to do new moon intentions for this Cancer new moon. I will have tarot forecasts for this Cancer new moon going up within this next week. I was gonna say by the end of the weekend, but you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, just give me the week to get them up. I'm currently uploading the rest of my summer solstice forecast, which should have been out a month ago. I did them a month ago. I had no time to sit down and do that tedious ass YouTube upload process. So I'm sorry. Check out those summer forecasts. As soon as I have all of those uploaded, I'll start uploading the new moon and Cancer forecast for you guys. So just watch out for the week for those, okay? Plugs. I told y'all about the summer solstice. Looking at the energy for the whole summer from June to September. What else is down there? Retrograde videos. We did just have Mars and Neptune going to retrograde, so I'll have those up today. Yeah, today. Those are the ones that I have to record. Mercury and Leo retrograde coming up. I'll have that up. The retrograde starts on the 26th, so I'll have that one up within the next week too. I'm going to record it today, but I'll have that up within the next week. And also because we have the Grand Water Trine going on right now, and that's the energy that we came into the year with, I would say check out that playlist. Watch this moon video, because there's not a video on the moon in that playlist, because all I do really is moon videos. But check out what's popping with Jupiter in Scorpio and Neptune in Pisces. And then I would say go and check out the Jupiter in Scorpio retrograde video. I talk about what happens when it goes direct. And then also check out the other retrograde videos too for those planets, because we are dealing with Grand Water Trine energy. I may put up a Grand Earth Trine video. I gotta look and see how long we're gonna have it. It might already be over, who knows. But yeah, okay, I think that's it. I actually really, this might be my longest video. So I hope y'all kicked it with me until the end. If you did, go on and hit subscribe, because you clearly liked what I was talking about. You feel like I was kicking game to you and you got some informations. Yeah, if you like the video, go on and hit that little thumbs up button for me down below. Spread love. If you know anybody that should really be paying attention to this lunar cycle energy, especially this new moon in Cancer, go on and hit share. Y'all share my videos a lot. It surprises me. That's actually how I get the growth on my channel. For those of you that did tune in for the giveaway, I actually haven't pulled the winners. I'm gonna do that today too, so I may go live a little bit later or tomorrow at some point. Y'all probably won't tune in, but just know somebody's gonna win, and be looking at your emails. Okay, y'all, I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down below. I do check my channel every couple of days, so I will for sure reply to you. Unless you drop some wild in my comments, I will delete it, or if I'm feeling this retrograde, I might come at your head. No, I try not to. Positive energy, positive vibes only, y'all. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm rambling now. Thank you guys for watching so much. Thanks for sticking with me. This is my channel. I do this by myself, y'all. I am now at like the half-month mark for starting SunshinehazeCo. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me and all the support that you've given me, and I hope that you continue to tune in. Things are really moving, things are growing. I will probably put up a video in a couple of weeks about all the things that I've been working on outside of YouTube, so you guys can really see like what I do and how I'm getting to the business. It's really been growing, and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.